Hey there, Facebook. It is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer, and coach from Live, Love, Give. And today I've got another message coming to you like every single day. But today's message is an interesting one that I've kind of been thinking quite a lot into. And I cannot wait to share this concept with you. And it really came from me having a conversation the other day. And I was talking to somebody in my life who I was saying, well, like I've done a complete 360, and they said to me, make sure that, a 360 isn't just kind of like staying in the same loop, like just staying on the same level. And in fact, that 360 in terms of evolving is actually like a spiraling up, doing a 360 all the way up, rather than just doing a 360 on the spot and just kind of not moving anywhere. And so today's message is going to kind of talk into that concept, but I'm going to give you some examples and about what I'm really meaning. But the topic for today is that there is no ending, there's only transformation, but just make sure that you're spiraling up and not down. And so that's really what I want to talk to you guys about today. And I can't wait to dive into it because it's kind of been just like a really great concept for me personally to get my mind around. And what it really is it's a way of gauging your evolution. And it's also a really great tool to use whenever you are going to you're considering potentially ending something or transforming something. And, it is really key to understand that there is no such thing as a real ending, only transformation. Things don't necessarily die. They die to their current form, but they're still, they just like transform into something else. And why I want to get into this is because, oftentimes, and I'm currently navigating this challenge as always, like how could I not be navigating it when I'm talking to you guys about it? But ultimately, when it comes to relationship, because I think this is a really great concept to use this analogy around of the spiraling up or spiraling down, or kind of just doing a 360 on the spot and kind of thinking like you're evolving, but really you're not going anywhere. You kind of land back right where you are. But when we get to the concept of relationship, I love what Esther Perel, she's a relationship expert, and I heard her say this a few years ago, and it's just always stayed with me. But she said that she has had 7 different marriages with the same man. And really, this concept really ties into that. So when we grow and evolve, and particularly using the concept of relationship in this idea, we can either spin around on the spot with all the challenges and not really get anywhere. We can spiral our way down, like where this challenge just gets worse and worse and worse. Or we can choose to evolve, and it's more of a 360 in an upward motion, in an upward direction, so that we're spiraling up to the next level of consciousness, to the next level of fulfillment, to the next level of our potential. And that is why Esther Perel can safely say that she's had 7 different marriages to the same man, because she has died. They have let the old past relationship die, or at least, just like transform into that next level. So here's their original relationship. They spiral up one revolution. The past is gone. This is the new level. They spiral up, and they continue to do that consciously. And that is absolutely the key word of everything that I'm talking into with you guys today, because you're not going to really consciously continue to spiral up. If you are, doing a lot of working around on different things, but you're not consciously depicting where it is that you want to get to, you might feel like you're using a lot of energy and you're navigating a lot of challenges, but if you're not really intentional about where you want to get to, what the vision is, then you're just going to stay stuck in this kind of loop that's just, it feels exhausting, and you feel like you're making all this effort and you're moving so far, but really you're just ending up in that same point. Or you get so drained because every time you go through the challenges, you feel like you're spiraling down, and you've gotten, in the relationship dynamic, you've got less trust. You've got more disconnection. You've got less self-belief because you're not growing, evolving. You've got less fulfillment because you're not feeling that sense of progress. All of those different things. You're losing out when you spiral downwards in that pattern. And so you're going to disperse energy no matter what. All right. When we talk about the realm of anything, in any area where we want to be successful, you have to define what success is for you. But as a general rule, success is progress, because if we don't have success or achievement with an element of fulfillment, which ultimately comes from progress, from moving the needle up from where we are, then, we're not going to feel happy. We're not going to feel fulfilled. We're not going to have real success, that's really deeply felt. So what we need to do is we need to just acknowledge that either way, whether we stay the same or we spiral down or we spiral up, it's going to take our energy. And the difference is that when we spiral down or we stay the same, our energy kind of gets less and less and less, and we get less inspired and we get more into survival, and therefore we close ourselves off. We don't reach, we start to just settle, and that becomes our existence, right? Versus spending the same amount of energy that we're going to inevitably spend anyway, but we direct it with intention towards a vision that's in alignment with you and within me. And when we can do that, we can actually do what the amazing Esther Perel has done in her relationship, which is to have a new level of relationship. We transform the old and we enter the new. And I'm using the concept of relationship here with the same person, but this same playing out, it doesn't necessarily need to be with the same person when we talk about relationship. It could just be that, we transform something old into something new. We transform an old relationship. Maybe we get out of that relationship, but it doesn't actually end. It's not that there's not really an ending as much as there is a transformation. So I don't know about you, but you might have had the experience, and I know I certainly have in my life, that when we kind of feel like we close a door, a new door opens. And it's just the way that it is. So that new door opening could be, in terms of relationship, that you close the door on that person and that relationship, and you open yourself up to a new person and new relationship. Or, like Esther Perel has done several times, you close the door on the past of that relationship, and you two, with a common, shared, aligned vision for where you want that relationship to progress to, because you're both got to be in it in order to spiral up, then that is where you'll get to, and that's where you'll shift to with that particular person. Either way, sometimes things in our life just need to be transformed. There needs to have some sort of change occurring, because at the end of the day, you may think you want the certainty and the comfort of staying the same, but it's so boring. And you never feel really fulfilled unless there is some form and some sense of progress. And, that's just, I've just spoken into this concept around relationship, but it absolutely is the same in all areas of your life. Whether that is that in your finances, for instance, whether you stay the same, you're spiraling down and you're losing, money and investments and whatever it is, or you're spiraling up, you're building upon what you've learnt and you're growing and you're progressing, and you're intentionally doing that because you have a vision, you have clarity, you have direction, and you know where you want to get to. And so you can channel that energy that is going to get dispersed either way in the most fulfilling direction. And again, in your health, it's the same pattern, but I'd love for you guys to really think into this whole analogy around spiraling up. And instead of thinking about, wow, I did a full 360 on that, it really makes a difference whether you stayed on this level and you just spun around in a bloody circle and you're just still on that same wavelength, and you feel like you exerted all this energy but ultimately you haven't really changed, versus spiraling down, you're just getting worse, you're just draining more of your energy and you're just losing that self-belief and you're actually going backwards in terms of progression, or you're intentionally channeling that energy and spiraling consciously up to your next levels. So I really hope that this is going to serve you and help you in your life, no matter what area of life you are currently navigating and currently trying to gain more fulfillment through progress. I really hope that this analogy will support you and help you and remind you that there's no such thing as an ending, only a transformation, but it's going to transform and change. You know, what is it that Tony Robbins says? That change is inevitable. I forget, growth is not. It's something like that. So change is inevitable, but your growth, your progression is not. You know, something's going to transform, something's going to change. You're either going to exert a lot of energy here, you're going to go downwards, or you're going to go upwards. But in order to get that growth and that progression, which is ultimately the fulfillment, you've got to get intentional. So definitely want to check in with you guys. If you guys are not part of the team already, I would love for you to join the monthly masterclasses. We've got a new monthly masterclass kickstarting on the 11th of July. So only just over a week away. So I'm super excited about that. And as soon as you register, you get access to June's monthly masterclass, which I'm about to do. An amazing, real deep dive with a group coaching session based on that masterclass. And I could not be more pumped and excited about all of you guys who are already part of that, and that I get to connect really deeply with you in 2 days from now. And if you're not part of that yet, I urge you to jump on board. All I want to do is add value to you and your life and get you moving in the direction of that progress. So I'd love and be honored to have that opportunity. So let me jump in. Have you got any questions? Have you got any comments or any words of wisdom that you want to share with us all today? Would absolutely love to hear from you guys. So I've got Marco's here, awesome, and Sam's in the house, I love it, and Melissa and Judy and Sharif. You're loving my polka dots today. Thanks, Sharif. And Sam, thank you so much for your kind compliments. What have I been up to? So much. My beautiful sister-in-law just left this morning, so been spending the weekend with her, doing some house hunting and stuff like that, and super busy and pumped at the moment. But yeah, loving it. And Sam, I'm loving that this is a great topic for you, and love that you're loving the daily surprises. And Lauti is here, and Noma and Kadek. And Sam, yes, Esther is superstar. Love her concept about love and relationships. Me too, Sam. Absolutely. And I love that you're over her work. And Sam's here as well. And Huss is in the house. Awesome. And Andre and Philippe. And Sam, loving this inspiring concept of up-leveling and upgrading our lives. I'm loving that you're loving it. Absolutely, Sam. So cool. And Alexandria and Charles in the house. I love it. So cool to see you guys. And Gael, hello to you, my friend. So good to see you back. And Ram's here and Omar. Awesome. And Sam, yes, spiraling down drains the energy and sucks up inspiration and leaves us disempowered. Exactly. You know, so we might as well notice that, you know, we can either let our energy drain, or we can kind of sustain it, or we can increase it and up level it through consciousness and intention. So I love that, Sam. Absolutely. And Charles, hello from Kansas. Intentional positive transformation. Absolutely. And I love hearing where you guys are in the world. So cool. And Sam, how was the interview? I think you're referring, so let me just clear this up. So that post that went out on my business page, on my Live, Love, Give page, it was actually a post that went out a couple of weeks ago. So it wasn't a new interview. But yes, I just posted the same thing out. So yeah, but it was amazing, and I so want to do way more of what I did in that interview. It was so energizing, and I got to connect with so many amazing, beautiful human beings. So yes, absolutely, I loved it. And Alonia's here, and Gail, thank you for this topic. Thank you, my friend. I'm so grateful that this is of value to you. And thank you for letting me know. And Nick's in the house. So good to see you, Nick. And Sam, can't wait for July events, masterclass and group coaching. So excited. And I'm so excited that you're in everything, Sam. I love having you on my team. So cool. And Ram's here. We are never at the same place, moving up or down. Doing nothing, we move down by default. We need to move up proactively by taking consistent actions, learning needed life skills. Yeah, absolutely. So whenever we are doing that 360 on the same spot, we're missing the opportunity to grow and progress, and therefore diminishing our results and our progress. Because like what I was talking to you guys about yesterday, opportunity cost. When we just spin around in the same direction, we think we're doing a 360 and we're just kind of staying in this same realm. The opportunity cost is our potential. So in that regard, we are constantly just, we're either growing or we're dying, as the old saying goes. So yeah, whether we're 360ing on the spot or we're spiraling directly down, we are absolutely dying and certainly not growing. Absolutely, Ram. And Sandeep is here, and thumbs up to you, Nick. And David's here, and Bram, awesome. And Tavis is here as well. So good to see each and every one of you guys. I always love having you live with me, and I really hope that today's message has served you and it's given you kind of a new tool to just kind of think through in terms of your progress, in terms of your growth in whatever area of life it may be. And I really hope that it will get you to see where you might have been spinning around on the spot, rather than getting intentional, having vision, having clarity and direction, and moving in that way. Because if you're not doing that, you're going to end up spiraling down and expending energy where it just kind of starts snowballing. And when you spiral down for long enough, you continue to lose that self-belief and that trust within yourself. And it just gets, diminishing returns all the way down. And it can be harder to break free of that and move in that direction. So you might as well get started now by being firstly self-aware enough to notice, where your energy's going and if it's being directed intentionally. And last little comments here. Nick, the journey begins. Being aware of the transformation is only half the journey. The other half is being aware of our weak points and focusing on what we need, what needs the most work. Absolutely, Nick. So spot on. Every sort of transformation starts with self-awareness, and then we need clarity and direction over where we want to get to and what's going to trip us up along the way so that we can get intentional and create creative solutions to any of those challenges so that we can ultimately fast track our success and get towards fulfillment. So I love that, Nick. And Sam, your enthusiasm is always inspiring and medicine to my soul. I honor and appreciate you, superstar. Oh, words to my heart. Absolutely, always, Sam. So much love for you, and I'm loving that that's some medicine for your soul. So cool. And Jessica's back as well. Good to see you, Jessica. I really hope that you catch the recording and get some value from today's message. I'm signing off, but as always, I am sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you, to wherever you are in the world today. I hope it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary. And as always, I'm really hoping that today's message has empowered you, got you thinking, maybe giving you a new perspective, and definitely empowering you along your journey towards progress. And I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Hey, Nikki, get the recording. And I hope you find it really valuable. And Hader, thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you being here. And I'm signing off, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Much love.